Welcome back to Tea with C. This is Cynthia Glickman from Windermere Real Estate and Kirk Alexander
Hey Cynthia, how you doing?
from Nova Loans.
Yes.
And we're back today just to share with you a brief tidbit about bankruptcy and how that impacts your ability to refinance and what some options are.
Well, you know that there's different variations of what bankruptcy is. There's Chapter 7 and Chapter 13. In Chapter 13, there are two different options in that, whether it's a dismissal or discharge, depends upon how the trustee has handled your case and what you've negotiated through your attorney on how your bankruptcy be handled.
So can I ask real quick?
Yeah.
A Chapter 13 is when you when
chance
you
to
have
reorganize yourself.
you have to reorganize,
Yes.
and so you actually are paying back some of the debt, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Now,
So
it can be that you disqualify during the process that was originally as a plan that was spelled out by the trustee, and now you have a dismissal. That means that you're probably 4 years out before you can get back into mortgage credit.
okay.
But if you do the plan and you pay back that debt, you're looking at 2 years.
Okay,
And
so
you're
that's
back
great
in.
news.
You're back
In just 2 years, you can be back in.
on a discharge. That's
Wow,
discharge.
that's great. Okay.
Yeah. So, and if you do a Chapter 7, which is something again completely different, Chapter 7 severs all relations. That's it. It's over. Closed out.
Okay.
No one gets paid.
Right.
You move forward.
Totally clean
Fresh
break.
start.
Okay.
Everything starts all over again.
Okay.
So some of the things that we can counsel you on how to get credit established, you need to call and ask us about. That's a real important part.
Okay.
Run a credit report. We see what's going on. If you got keep your discharge papers handy. That's really a big
Okay.
part of getting a mortgage.
Okay. So then the process is they need to get some credit reestablished.
Yes.
And once
Absolutely.
they do, what's the time frame to be able to get?
You can get back in the market in 2 years.
Okay.
So 2 years, the window on it.
So that's not a big deal, right? And in the meantime, there's so many options. You can rent, you can lease option,
Yep.
right?
Yes, exactly. Which
and
helps
then
establish your credit as well.
the lease option?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Okay, so lease option's a great idea too, because then you can actually find the house that you want to be in,
Accumulate some equity.
accumulate equity, and yeah,
Like
and
a
then
forced savings.
and as the market right now, just a little tidbit, like
Yeah.
in the last 60 days, we've seen almost a 20% uptick in the market, increase in values. So, so a lease option would be an awesome opportunity because usually they only allow for 2 to 3 years on the option anyway.
Exactly.
And by then your credit's good and you can close escrow on that property. And let's say, again, we'll use simple numbers, simple math. It's $1 million property and it's gone up in 2 years, let's say even 20%, you've just made $200,000 in equity by stepping into that now. So yeah, so awesome. Any last words on that?
Don't be afraid if you've had a bankruptcy. Call and ask questions, and
Good.
keep your bankruptcy papers close by because you're going to need them.
And you know, just keep in mind that so many people are going through this at this time. It's everything that you share with these guys is totally confidential, and we all understand what you're going through. And in fact, some of us have been through this process, right, ourselves. So just understand that we're here to support and help you through that process. And again, how do they reach you, Kirk?
Give us a call at the office at 216-3924.
Awesome. And if you have any questions for me about what your property value is or any other questions, you can contact me at 325-2201. 325-2201. Have an awesome day.